Hello, SourceFed. It's LilSteveRogers, and yes, this is LilSteveRogers. I shaved my head because my hair got too long and I didn't feel like combing it over anymore. Anyways, hello again. It's been a while. You look good. How are you? Okay, let's talk about A League of Their Own. Now, we all love the game of baseball. If you don't like the game of baseball, then I don't know you. Baseball is just a lot of fun. It's a great sport, and I love watching it. And so without further ado, let's talk about A League of Their Own. A League of Their Own, I think, is now one of my favorite movies ever because, whew, it gets you, man. It gets you. Those Penny Marshall movies, I'll tell you what. So this movie stars Tom Hanks, Gina Davis, Madonna, Lori Petty, Rosie O'Donnell, David Strathairn, Bill Pullman in like the 2 minutes he's in. Fun fact: Téa Leoni is just like a little snippet of it, just like this really minor role, and she went on to do like starring roles in a bunch of other movies. Anyways, A League of Their Own. Right off the bat, it's a period piece. It's set in the 1940s when all the men go off to war, so all the baseball players are gone, so they start up a women's league. And the women's league becomes extremely popular, and that's where you meet Gina Davis and Lori Petty. They're sisters, they live on a farm, and they get recruited to be on a baseball team, managed by Tom Hanks. And really, everything that happens from then on is just awesome. It's a great movie. I can't believe I've gone this long without seeing it. So let's talk about this. First off, great story. I don't know if this is based on a true story or if it's just kind of like a semi-fictional take on a real event that happened. But it's so cool. It's a great story. It's very heartwarming. It's heartbreaking at times. It's got a lot of heart. The performances in this movie. The performances are perfect all around. You got... I'll just mention him now because you know what? Why even bother talking about him? Because it's Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks is the best part of this movie. And I feel a little sexist for saying that because most of the cast is female. But it's true. Tom Hanks is the best part of this movie. His relationship with Gina Davis, they're like constant bickering back and forth. That is the heart of this movie. I love seeing these two on screen together. They had such great chemistry, and like it's not a romantic thing at all. Maybe Tom Hanks wants it to be, but like Gina Davis, it's not. Anyways, it's not a romantic thing, which they could have done. They could have had Gina Davis cheat on her husband, go with Tom Hanks, and that would have been awful. I probably would have hated that, but no, the relationship that these two have are just like two friends fighting over something. Like it's the heart of the movie, and it's a very, very fun to watch. And the rest of the performances are really good too. I don't like Lori Petty, but she was great in this movie. She was fantastic. She might have sucked in Tank Girl and Free Willy, but she was really, really good in this movie. And then you got Madonna and Rosie O'Donnell, their little like comedy duo sort of thing. It was really funny. The ugly girl Marla, she was really funny. John Lovitz was in it. He was good. The one gripe I would have, and really, like, you can say this about anybody who could have played this part. Bill Pullman's character is, he's Gina Davis's husband. He comes home from war. He's pretty much useless. Because, like, you think, oh, now she's not going to go to the big game because she's going to go home with her husband. And she ends up going to the game anyway and winning the game. Or no, she doesn't win the game. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't seen it. Really, I don't have a problem with Bill Pullman. I think he gave a pretty decent performance, all things considered. But you could have gone with anybody else to play that role. You could have had like a really minor actor. Bill Pullman, he was kind of a big deal at the time. Like he did Independence Day. He was in Spaceballs. He was a pretty big deal. He's not like the president on 1600 Penn yet. He's Bill Pullman, and so like I feel like anybody could have played his part, but it's a minor gripe, and the rest of the movie just makes up for that completely. It's full of heart. It's full of dynamic relationships. The relationship between the two sisters too. That's really tense. It's really interesting. The time period is great. The music, like everything about this, it's just such a heartwarming tale. And again, it's Tom Hanks and Penny Marshall. They did Big together. Big is one of my favorite movies. And what can I say about it that I haven't already like gushed over already? It's amazing. Oh, and I was supposed to talk about the ending. Yeah. That's another gripe I have with the movie is some of the stuff they did at the ending. I liked seeing all the women come together and talk, and that annoying kid has grown up. I thought that was really funny. Okay, I'll just say this now. I'm not sure whose team I'm on, but to whoever opposing team, I'm sorry. I did not like the way that these two sisters hadn't seen each other in years, like decades even. And all of a sudden they come together, they immediately forget everything that happened in between them, all the drama, all the bullshit, and they just hug and it's fine. That made me a little mad, but at the same time, I can't bring myself to hate the ending. Like, it's not a very good ending, but it's actually kind of sudden. I think the ending is a little too sudden. I wish they would have, like, built it up more and then, yeah. But in the end, you're still going to be glad that you watched this movie because it's a great movie about female empowerment. They talk about all the bullshit things that women have to go through to be recognized as equals. In case you haven't noticed, I'm a feminist. But yeah, it's a great movie. I can't believe I've gone this long without seeing it. Thank you for suggesting it. I'm LilSteveRogers, and let's play ball.